Good afternoon, race fans. This is Campbell Woods, Marist College Rowing. We've got a little video here today. We're on our way home from the Princeton Chase. I'm in the van here with the full squad.
Yeah. What up?
And I'm going to hand this off to Drew here in the back seat, who's going to MC our video today, and we'll get a full recap of all the results, and then we'll get some coaches' comments at the end. Here you go, Drew.
All right, hello Red Fox Navy. We're gonna do a quick attendance of the car. In the way back, we got Matthias Topping. He might be asleep. Jackson Bauer, Mark Cartuello, the one and only. Tessa Kurtzman, Nicholas Scarano, James Hodge, hard at work studying for anatomy.
Yes.
And then riding shotgun, Charlie Latimer. Oh, Kevin's here too. All right, awesome. So we started the day in the 8s. The 1B, they placed 19th, time of 13:21. That was Tessa coxing it, Will Shockley in stroke, Ryan Tuttle sitting 7, Charlie Latimer in 6, Reed Livingston in 5, Kevin Murray in 4, Matthias in 3, Ian Sondoff in 2, and James Hodge in 1. Tessa, what were your thoughts on the race? What were we feeling?
Yeah, I think we're pretty happy with it. I mean, we only had 3 total practices with our bow seat and 1 with our 2-seat. So we did what we could. We closed the gap on our target cruise from last week, and we are getting excited for the spring.
Oh yeah. Awesome. In the 2V, same heat, we placed 25th, time of 13:46, so that's roughly 25 seconds off the 1B. That was coxed by Matthew Wright, stroked by Jackson Bauer, Nolan Libby was sitting 7, Jesse Hinkle sitting 6, Austin Thomas sitting 5, Matthew Roscoe in 4, Mark Cartuello in 3, Connor Tandy in 2, and I, Drew Noah, was sitting in bow. That was another great race. Had a little bit of a clash coming around the corner against St. Joe's, but made up a lot of good time on a lot of schools that we'd just seen in the previous week at the Schuylkill. So it was overall a great race. Good results from both boats in the morning. There was a lot of exciting stuff going on, so that was sick to see. In the afternoon, around 3 hours later, we raced the 4s. The 1v4, the A4, that was the stern 4 of the 1v. They placed 10th with a time of 15 flat. That was once again Tessa Kurtzman, Will Schock stroking, Ryan Tuttle sitting 3, Charlie Latimer in 2, Reed Livingston sitting bow. Charlie, you want to get your thoughts on that?
Oh yeah, that was a dope race. We were talking with St. Joe's on the starting line, and we ended up passing them, and that was super exciting. We passed Navy too, and we watched us walk away from a Princeton boat. It was a great time. The sprint was epic. We walked through that bridge, and I said go, and Tessa called the rate up, and we just sent it to the line, and it was an absolutely mind-blowing race.
Here you go, Drew.
All right, thank you. Yeah. So then there was the B4. They placed 24th, time of 16:01. That was Maddie Labette coxing that. That was her first coxing race because unfortunately her race got scrapped last week. So cool for her to get out there at the Princeton Chase. Ian Sondoff stroked that one. James Hodge sitting 3. Kevin Murray in 2, and Matthias Topping bowed it. Then there was the D4 came in 3rd, and so that was the bow 4 of the 2B. That was Liam Ventresca coxing that, Matthew Roscoe stroking, Mark Cartuello in 3, Connor Tandy in 2, and then I was bowing that. That was a great race. We struggled a lot when we ran that in practice, and so we kind of pushed off the dock and we took the 4,300 meters that it was to get up to the starting line to really fix on all the things that were wrong. We executed those changes well and put together a nice aggressive race plan. Got passed by a Princeton crew pretty quick off the line, but then held through for the rest of the race to get a nice solid result. And then finally was the C4. That was the stern 4 of the 2V. That was coxed by Evie Disk, stroked by Jackson Bauer, 3-seat Nolan Libby, 2-seat Jesse Hinkle, and then finally Austin Thomas. They put together a nice piece. Not really anyone from that crew to talk about it in here, but they did a great job, and really all around it was a great day for the Red Fox Navy. A lot of cool results, especially hot off the Schuylkill. I think every boat improved on the margins that they had seen just a week ago, and so that was really great to see. Coach, any final thoughts?
Hand it off to Charlie.
Yeah, Charlie.
2 cents.
Oh.
So, direct it over here. So, overall, this week was a tough week. Weather-wise, we were pushed off the river at home 3 of the days this week, so we only got out 3 days on the water. One of those 3 days was kind of a crapshoot. We didn't really so much. It was like horrendous conditions. So, hard to dial in lineups. We did have some movement in our lineups. We had another change in our varsity 8 crew, and then we switched a bunch of bodies around in the second varsity 8. Some changes in coxswains, and then the 4s lineups that we ran this week were new. No one had developed those 4s until this week. So there was a lot of shooting from the hip this week as far as boat development, and a lot of what was done today was kind of just doing the best we could with the new people we had. So overall, very good adaptability from the group. Varsity 8 got a little bit closer to St. Joe's this week. They were about 9 seconds off of them last week at the Schuylkill, and we're down to 5 or 6 this week. So it's nice to see that margin decrease a little bit. And then the second varsity had a big week. I think there was a lot of fresh energy in that boat, and you could tell they were really excited to find some speed on the water during practices during the week. So that was also really cool to see, and I think they showed that today on the water, that they were moving a little bit better and really enjoying pulling hard together. And so that was really fun to see that boat kind of finally come together and find some wings at the end of the fall season here. So the 4s had a great run. The top boat was really cruising, had a great race. I think the B boat got into some scuffles with some other boats that slowed them down, and so they didn't end up where probably they should have or where they wanted to be. And then the second varsity 4s, the C boat was crushing at practice yesterday, which Drew mentioned, crushing the D boat, and then today the D boat was able to turn it around and things went the other way. So cool to see them find a different gear and figure out some fixes, and obviously a little bit frustrating for the C crew, but always good to kind of see where we stand and find some things to work on. We are headed home now. That was the final major competition for our fall season. We do have a small scrimmage planned for next weekend with Fairfield, but that is very much pending weather, and so we'll see this week how we shake out for that. But special thanks to all the parents and the alumni who showed up today, especially the Shockley family who cooked for us once again. That was huge. And we'll be getting you guys some more content in the coming weeks as we get ready for winter training and starting to get ready for planning for the spring season and what lies ahead for the crew. But overall, I think the feeling in the boathouse is a lot of excitement, a ton of progression this fall, and really pumped to see how much we can continue to push over the winter and find some new speed for the spring season. So thanks again, everybody, and go Red Foxes.